Hey guys, it's Korey. Thanks for clicking. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I've done in the past, but I feel like it's something I've been thinking a lot about lately, so I wanted to talk about it. People across all ages and spectrums have a fear of the word adult and what it means and how it's kind of confusing and scary. I've heard so many people say that they don't want to become an adult, or they don't know when they're going to become an adult, or that they're never going to grow up. I think the easiest way to define being an adult to yourself is picking those characteristics where you can tell you've changed from when you were younger. You've reached a certain level of maturity, or just have a different belief or value about them than you did before. That's basically what adulthood is. So how do you know when you become an adult? Let's redefine it and put it in our own terms. Adults know that it's okay to disagree with your parents, but to know that those disagreements don't have to involve doors slamming. One of the key things about growing up is developing in your own mind your opinions, your beliefs, your likes and your dislikes, and it's completely okay for those to be different from your parents. That doesn't mean that you have to be exactly like them or exactly the opposite of them. But when you do have a disagreement, or when you do not see eye to eye on something, the adult thing to do is to understand the difference, know why you believe what you believe, and to not turn it into a fight. I've noticed that as I've become older, I don't fear the things that I used to. And we're talking about small stuff. I know I can't be the only one that was super timid and shy about talking on the phone. I think it's still a really intimidating and daunting thing, but now when you need to get something done, you want to know a piece of information, I've found a certain sense of boldness in picking up the phone, making that phone call, and I think that comes with just a comfortability with communication in general. I think it comes with a self-confidence kind of thing. You're younger and someone else has something that you want or achieves something that you would like to achieve also, you can very clearly feel that jealousy. You know what it's like to be envious of someone else. I find myself, after having grown older, turning those feelings of jealousy and envy into genuine happiness, even in times when it's hard to do so. Say one of your friends all of a sudden after college gets a great job paying an awesome starting salary. Maybe it would be awesome to already have your first paying job be $70,000, $80,000 a year. But if I don't want to be a computer engineer, it doesn't make sense for me to be jealous of someone who is and is going to have to make that money. They enjoy that work, they're going to do that work, that money's theirs. I'm happy for them. I think that shows a maturity and an understanding that we're all on different paths. Sometimes you feel yourself becoming more adult with the really basic things, like being able to cook for yourself, knowing what foods you enjoy and exactly the type of work and preparation that goes into making them. I think being able to provide for yourself the basic necessities of living instead of always depending upon someone else for them is very adult and very mature. It's also a difficult skill. Cooking and dirtying dishes kind of sucks sometimes, so give yourself some time and you'll figure it out. This referring to like the 3 bovine stomachs that I've got inside my body. I'm not even sure where this next adult-ish thing comes from, but it's all about money and knowing that, some weeks, some months you didn't bring in as much money as you did the month before, and so you have to cut back and really plan your spending out. It's all about budgeting, essentially, is what it is. And that's a terrible word and something that's not really fun that often, but I think it shows a really big step in maturity to know what you can afford, what you need, and definitely the difference between needs and wants. So this one we're gonna call Amazon wish list, because mine is getting used now more than ever before. Instead of instantly buying something, going immediately online and spending the money, I know what I can afford now and what I want, but which isn't a necessity. Whether it's something like a new camera, a Jawbone Up band, or a limited edition Spice World DVD. It doesn't always have to be the most adult things. The next thing that I've noticed about my transition into adulthood is an appreciation of mornings. This is really hard and is something that a lot of people never grasp, and that's completely okay. Mornings are really great for sitting in silence and enjoying being alive. You need those few moments every day to take stock of yourself, do a personal inventory, and I find that mornings are really great for that, whether it's over a cup of coffee, doing a devotion of some sort, or really just sitting up in bed and stretching. I think an appreciation of mornings is a refined taste and something that I've noticed has only come to me as I've gotten older and more adult. One of my favorite things is Starbucks coffee. My old order of a Java chip frap with extra whipped cream doesn't cut it for me anymore. Now I like myself a good old iced coffee with a splash of cream. And I know the feeling that I get when I get a caffeine boost, and I know the alertness and all the benefits that come along with it. Those are the reasons why I drink it now, as opposed to I want something sugary and sweet that tastes like a milkshake and is going to make me energetic and hyper. Iced coffees are also way cheaper than frappuccinos, so refers back to the budget one. Have you ever found one of those CDs or just even a single song or an artist whose music isn't just music anymore, but it's an experience that you can live along with? Artists who, instead of all having the same sound, are each different in their own way. As a teenager, I went to a lot of pop punk concerts, a lot of work tours, and I had hundreds of artists on my iPod that all sounded pretty indistinguishable from one another. Now I've noticed an eclecticness to what I enjoy listening to, an appreciation of music and art that I couldn't previously appreciate. Sounds a little adult. As a kid, you imagine reaching a certain age being an adult, and I think it's more a state of mind. When you've made a change, when you can feel yourself growing from A to B and have a better understanding of why you like what you like, why you believe what you believe, and having a goal or a plan, even if it's just brainstorming for a few minutes a day about what you want next in your life while you pump gas into your car. That's an adult. It's an experience, and it's really the greatest story that you're ever gonna have to tell. So I don't see a reason to avoid being an adult. I don't see a reason to fear being an adult, and I'm actually really enjoying the change. My name's Korey, I'm an adult, and thanks for watching.